Hello, on Linthorpe Road, and it's one of its many churches, St Barnabas Church. Lovely red brick building. I'm sure, well, I did have a quick look last night. The date on this for build is Victorian era, so straight away I bring that into question. First of all, you just have to look up there. What's all them buried with, them bricked up windows about. This part the original build? Was it meant to be bricked up? Who knows? See, I have a problem with these buildings and religious groups building them. I do believe religious groups have occupied them for a lot of years, but I think the true purpose of these buildings when they were first built was nothing to do with religion. There's a great many features that you see on churches every day that are really bringing into question. Just turn around and have a little look up on the roof there. I'm trying out some new equipment at the moment, so there's nothing apart from the beautiful brickwork. But see, when you actually think the height of that building, why is all that space needed? I've heard many stories about, well, it makes the music sound good and the acoustics are better, but I don't really buy that one either. Just have a wander along the side of you. Something coming up that also gets me as well. I see quite often with these church buildings. Hang on. Straighten up again. These things. It's not a support wall, or it may be dual purpose support wall, but I think there's a little bit more to it than what they're telling us. Why is that needed? All these extra things, these add-ons as I call them on churches, all cost money. And when you whoop, wrong way, all cost money, and when you see the amount of church buildings they are in such a short space, really, it gets me asking questions. Just move along a bit. It is a lovely church. Can't get into any of these, of course, because of COVID, but lovely little doorway. Right, there's a building next door. Hang on. Just move around a bit. There we go, St Barnabas. Lovely building, but like with all church buildings, I'll bring into question the narrative. We will have low levels without a shadow of a doubt. I want to try and get round the back here, but I'm not sure whether anyone will let me, because you look at the building next to it. If I can, if my gimbal's going to work. Look at the little single story building next to us here. But I'm not going to go over, I'm not going to snoop or try to get down, but as you can see, you know, it goes down quite a bit. But anyhow, another thing I noticed as well, the copper band right up to that antenna on the top there. See if we can spin us around to this building again. You know, when you have things like that, smacks of bottom, well, here's a little coal chute there of some sort. And what I find quite amazing about this place, move round a bit, lovely copper roof on that little building. Well, I've not been that by security so far, but really this side of the church, just move around a bit. Very similar to the other side. But all in all, this building, when you think of the huge space inside, it reminds me of bloody big engine turbine halls. All that space inside, empty space, you find it in all churches. You know, the empty space was needed for the functionality of the building when it was first built, or the space was needed to put machinery in there that's maybe a little bit bigger than normal floors of houses, you know, 10 foot. That's why, I mean, when you stand here, this bloody thing will work, will it? Nah, I'll show you anyway. You stand here, you know, that's one hell of a tall building for people that are 5.5, 6 foot high. Here's another one of these what I call support walls, or people call support columns, but I don't believe that to be so. I think they had another use and another function when the building was first built. But what I'm saying, you know, anybody just go away and do your own research into these places. And the best thing to do, especially with this one, Victorian date that's given for the build, go try and find pictures of it being built. Because photography was around. It was around big style. So go try and find pictures of the build. You know, it's a simple enough task. What you may find is a few pictures with scaffolding around the place, but what you'll never find is pictures of the huge hole that needs to be dug before you start a building like this. I'd love to be able to see the plans whereby it shows and depicts that 20 foot of the building's got to be underground. But this subterranean level that I talk about, it's right across Middlesbrough. I mean, I'm right out. Sorry about that. Right up past Linthorpe Road, or along Linthorpe Road. You go straight through the town, down to the town hall. All the way through the town. to right across the border all have subterranean levels. I've spoke to people on various other videos I've put out. People have left comments, and people have said that, you know, it is quite an extensive subterranean level, especially in the centre around the town hall. It goes down many levels, but trying to dodge people as well. I don't like to get people in. But yeah, I've got what I was saying there. But yeah, it's repurposed building, as I would say, you know, commandeered by religion. And there's no wrong in that. You know, there's no slant on religion or trying to pull religion down. It's just, you know, I don't believe the history of these buildings. And if it does interest you, and you want to go away and do research, you know, you're not going to find any answers on Wikipedia. You're not going to find any answers trawling Google for an hour. You know, my research entails, when I'm researching a particular building, my research entails many letters to the council, to the local museum services, to anybody basically, where I can maybe get proof of the build from. You know, I've even wrote to churches in the past, and it's always the same. Victorians built the place, but you'll never ever find proof of it. Now, you would think with a building like this, not only the architects, but the church people, you know, with such a huge building, and I haven't seen inside, but it'll be absolutely beautiful inside. Just try and have a look up there a bit. You know, you have your corner columns here as well, which is very, very synonymous with these types of buildings. All these flashing lights, please come on to get me. Right. Not for me. Well, it was a bit of a strange one, this, because I'm not used to the camera that I've got. But hopefully it'll turn out alright. I'm trying to have a quick look up that one. No, that way. Yeah. Anyhow, that's enough playing about with that. What I hope to do is go and have a look at that place over there. See it? Just through the... There it is. 2 towers. Again, a repurposed building, but I'll wait till we get over that one. Bye for now.